Hello students, I'm Himani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all on our YouTube platform where we in today's video are going to discuss about yet another important feminist literary theorist, especially a French feminist literary theorist. Her name is Helene Cixous. Right? Now, one thing which is important about her is that she is a French feminist, as I already told you. Why am I saying that she is important? Because of the fact that French feminists most of the times have tried to put emphasis on the female body to take it as a symbol of strength, to take power in what they are, considering their own self-confident and all. So, the French feminists consider the body, taking charge of a woman on her own body is something important according to the French feminists. So let's just look at the important things. The works, etc., already under the major theorists of feminist literary theory have been discussed in another video. What are the major tenets of feminist literary theory? How is it used in the field of literature? All those things have been already covered. Coming to Helene Cixous. She is associated with second wave feminism and was a French feminist talking about the female body as the center for the calling to arms the women to come together, or even if they are coming individually, to take charge of their own bodies and stand up for their own selves. She uses a unique approach. Why? Because she introduces psychoanalysis, linguistics, semiotics, philosophy and radical politics in her works. That could be seen majorly in the Laugh of the Medusa. Divergence from the Anglo-American feminists, because मैंने बोला जैसे कि body को center बना रहे हैं to gain the strength and power that the body can hold, right? Common ground is the understanding of the sexual difference between males and female and how this sexual difference is in relation to power. How through power, as Foucault tries to talk about it, how through power episteme is spread. How through discourse this episteme is spread. And ये knowledge इतनी खतरनाक हो जाती है at times that anyone who is in power will have the charge as in what to be spread in the public, what to not. Correct? So she also talks about the gender differences that we have, especially in males and females, and how males have been given a priority, female have been not. Correct? So let's just see. She has written a work, The Laugh of the Medusa, time and again, and mashed the following odd one out. Who is the author of the work? Multiple times, multiple types के हिसाब से this question has been asked, right? 1975 में it was published. It is a male-dominated retelling. Now, first of all, let me clarify who was Medusa. Medusa was a very beautiful young maiden and she had her serpentine-like hair in the Greek mythology. She is a figure in the Greek mythology. So what happens is that she is a maiden, she is a young, beautiful maiden, and there is this one Poseidon, one god Poseidon, who rapes her in the temple of Athena. Now, Athena, there have been two theories which majorly have been given. Maybe Athena did not want Poseidon to be attracted to Medusa. That's why she cursed Medusa with the serpentine-like hair. And she also cursed her कि अगर तुम्हारे पास अब कोई भी male आएगा, if any male looks at you because you have been thought of as the most beautiful woman in the world, he will be turned to stone, which has led her to live a life that is without any male interference. Correct? So one theory goes like that maybe Athena also liked Poseidon, that's why she did not want Poseidon to get attracted to or go close to Medusa. Second theory goes like that because of the fact Medusa was someone who was living in the temple of Athena, praying to her, etc., and she broke her virginity knowingly or unknowingly. That's why Athena cursed her, that her sacred place, now the sacred temple, has been polluted. And other theories are also there, but these are two major theories, that why she has serpentine-like hair, why a male cannot come closer to her. So Athena ने उनको कर्ज दे दिया था that now any male whosoever would want to come to you, come near to you, he will be turned to stone. Even look at you, that's why you see आजकल के टाइम पे I've seen many women that have the tattoos of Medusa. What is she trying to show there? And Cixous also tries to talk about that. The strength that Medusa has. The strength that Medusa has, that men dare not look at her. They dare not look at her, and because of the fear that they have, that they will be turned to stone. So Medusa in the tattoos, in the literary format as well, has been taken up as a symbol of strength majorly. So यहाँ पे Cixous also says that even if you think that you have been beautiful, now you are considering that your hair, वहाँ पे living serpents रहते हैं, they move, the hair are serpent like, and they are serpents only. Correct? So why to fear your own selves and consider your own self as being inferior? Why not stand up with your own body and be confident in that? Correct? So transformation into a monstrous figure due to the fear of female desire, it had been done. Call to action, she calls all the females to action. She calls them to arm to reclaim their identity through writing. Even if you cannot stand up for your own selves in the literal sense, you can start writing pieces of literature. You can start expressing your own selves, whatever you feel, whatever your body feels in the pieces of literature. Reject patriarchal norms in the Western culture because, of course, feminist. Correct? The transformative writing that she brought was that she unveils the uncensored connection between women and sexuality, that if a woman needs to feel the sexual urges, the sexuality, she needs to know her own self, why can't she? And why are always men supposed to have the authority to deal with that? She says that why can't a woman be in charge of her own body, explore her own self, explore her own sexuality and all? She grants access to the inherent strength that women have, and at times women do forget about the strength that they have, not just in their bodily format, but in their mental aspects as well. You can still be strong enough, you can still be disciplined and respectful and stand up for your own self if you feel like somebody is not treating you right. Correct? She restores the autonomy over bodies. She says that you need to reclaim your identity, you need to stand up for your own selves. Pleasures, because she talks about the hidden female desire as well. So psychoanalysis भी साथ में लग रहा है. The pleasure, the libido force, as Freud tries to talk about, that is also the libidinal energy is also something that you can take a charge of. You need not a man, you do not need a man to explore that sexuality for you. And repressed physical territories, which you even might not know of, but you should know of, right? So she tries to talk about that. Empower women both physically to reclaim their identity through their bodies and linguistically by writing whatever they feel in the pieces of various pieces of literature. Correct? So physically bhi, linguistically bhi, literature wise ke hisab se she is saying that you all need to be empowered, you all need to stand for your own selves. Metaphorically, she urges women to confront the Medusa in your own selves. You know that you have that strength. I already told you in the beginning of the lecture that Medusa is seen as a symbol of strength, and every woman has a Medusa in her own selves. But why not take a step ahead and confront that identity and see that yes, of course, even if I am so much strong enough that I am being seen a threat to the patriarchal or the men here, because Medusa was a figure जिससे men डर रहे थे. So why can't you reclaim it? Why don't you reclaim your identity, the strength that you have, that even if you feel like men fear you, that's completely okay. Correct? This is what Cixous tries to say. Challenging them to either remain confined within a language that stifles their voices. या तो आपको जैसे males represent कर रहे हैं, however the males are representing you, however the females are representing you, या तो उसमें comfortable होके बैठ जाओ जिसमें you are being marginalized, or utilize their bodies as a means of communication. utilize their bodies in literal sense or utilize their own bodies in the metaphorical or linguistic sense as well. You know that we try to talk about that how in feminism as well, in the second wave majorly, we see that reproductive rights were being taken a charge of. The female were trying to talk about that if I do not want to have a baby that I am impregnated with, I can get a right to abortion. So here also you can see that the Medusa, that Cixous also tries to utilize the body वाला fact जो वो बोलने की कोशिश कर रही है, इसमें वो abortion वाला point भी आता है, that if a woman does not want to be a mother, she should be having that autonomy. And I would not say somebody should give her the permission to do that, but she should have the authority to decide for her own body what she wants to do with that. Does she want to have a baby, carry a baby in her womb for the 9 months, or she does not want to have a baby at all? Correct? So, वो reproductive rights वाला sphere भी यहाँ आ जाता है, that yes, of course, you have the strength in you, you just need to find it out, and of course, then utilize it accordingly. Correct? So this is what we were supposed to cover with the theorist, keeping Helene Cixous in our mind, and we try to talk about the Medusa that we all women do have in our own selves. I'll see you guys again in some other video. Thank you so much and have a good day. Keep on studying. Thank you so much.